Hello, good evening. My name is Lauren, and I am taking Speech 1321 for professional and business. So I'm just going to be going over some of the questions on the questionnaires that we filled out. A couple reasons why I'm taking this class is that I want to continue to work on my speaking ability for my career. The more I do it, the better I become. So it's just kind of the more you practice, the better you get type of thing. Another one is that the more I speak, the better my vocabulary becomes, and the more comfortable I become as well. So I think about my thoughts a lot more before I speak than I did in the past, and my previous speech class helped a lot with that. So I hope to progress that even more. It is also required for my accounting degree, so a little honesty right there. What I expect to learn is just to progress my speaking ability, especially with speaking in front of crowds or even to just one person as well. I have gotten a lot better of it over the years, but I do know there's always progress to be made as well. So especially when I've gotten a lot more comfortable with talking in front of my coworkers and my employees, but I do need to get better at speaking in front of my bosses, especially my boss's boss, making sure that I clearly state my knowledge and also my understanding on what is expected from me as well. What grade do I expect to make in this class? To be honest, I would love to get an A, but I do have to be realistic. Sometimes I am working a full-time job with with 3 additional classes, so 4 total this semester. I am also right now, because of my job, I am in Colorado, but I do travel back and forth to Texas because my partner is still in Texas. So it is sometimes there are days when I'm just not able to complete everything at 100% level, unfortunately. So I really want to be at an A at the end of the semester, but if I do get a B, I will be satisfied as long as I tried my best. But I would be very disappointed and mad at myself if I were to get a C in this class. But yes. A few things that are best about me is a little bit of a bad thing is that I am a workaholic, whether it is with school or with work, but definitely more on the work end. I try and do too much sometimes, so sometimes I have to stop the wheels, and I am trying to be better at managing my time more efficiently so that there are certain things at work that I can give to other employees who are more than capable of doing it. They're just not going to do it my style, and sometimes that is okay. I'm learning, so just being a lot more confident in my coworkers and employees that they are able to accomplish what I do not need to do because I have 20 other things I need to do. Another thing that's really good about me is that I am friendly, and I do not get angry very easily. It is one thing that's been very helpful in my relationships as well, is that I am not an overly jealous and angry person. I try to be very understanding to everything and everyone and try to always look on the best side of things as well. I've never been a very negative person. Sometimes I can be, just if I'm having a rough day or anything like that, but I do try and be positive as much as I possibly can. A few things that are interesting is I have 3 dogs that I absolutely love. I saw that you are also in animal rescue as well. All 3 of our dogs were rescue at 2 of them were from the Harris County Pound, and then 1 of them were at the Houston Humane Society. So we have 2 Huskies and 1 mixed German Shepherd. My 2 Huskies' names are Grandma and Batman, and my German Shepherd mix is Monkey. Grandma got her name because my boyfriend thought it would deter me from adopting a dog if her name was required to be Grandma if I brought one home. That did not happen, and she's definitely grown into the name. And Monkey was such a cute little puppy. He was missing over half his fur. He had mange when we adopted him at 6 weeks from the Harris County shelter. So, and Batman is his little ears fold in like the Batman signal. So it just ended up being perfect. But they are my absolute love, and I don't know what I'll do if anything happens to them. For my future goal is right now to continue to grow with my current company. So I work in the banking industry, which I have been very fortunate that we have not been as heavily affected by COVID as some other businesses. I've been able to continue to work even during this time. So besides a few cool down periods, I've been working nonstop since COVID started. So it's been kind of nice because I do not like being stuck at home. But I know a lot of people would be, would wish or would love to be in my position as well. So I'm very, very fortunate, and I know that. As I when I finish my accounting degree, I do want to get my CPA, and then also I do want to move towards a forensic accounting. I've always been interested in trying to dig deep into numbers and trying to find those odd little things to find out whether it is to find out what happened or to find those little tiny little details that will tell you the full story on anything. So very much of a detailed person a lot of ways, but in some ways I'm very much of a big detail person as well. As a speaker, I'm not much of a speaker. I can speak if it's a topic I enjoy or very passionate about it. But even if that is the case, I'm still not much of a speaker. I have never been a fan of being the center of attention. So just being placed in front of a big crowd or even a few people does not get me all excited or anything. In fact, it just makes me very nervous and anxious. In fact, that sometimes for speeches, when I was in a class settings, I would always try to be one of the first people to do it because I feel like the sooner I get it over with, the better, because the longer I do not complete it, the more nervous and anxious I become. So I'm very much of a just do it and get over with type of person on speaking, at least. I think 3 things I would like to improve as communicator is my comfortability with speaking to crowds. I think just the more I do it, the better I become. Kind of like these videos. I've probably done like maybe 20 already, so hopefully this is the final cut. I am trying to increase my vocabulary and comfortability with saying words. So the more I say words that I don't normally say, the better the more comfortable I become, and the more I am able to increase my vocabulary which just shows more diverse to my speaking as well. As I increase my vocabulary and my comfortability, the more comfortable I become with my speaking as well. So as I continue to force myself to speak, the more confident I get into my speaking, especially in the words that I don't normally say on a day-to-day basis. For the motto, I picked "Nothing Worth Having Comes Easily" by Theodore Roosevelt. I didn't really have a motto, to be honest. I kind of just Googled something and I just found it, and I really liked it because nothing in, I don't believe nothing that, nothing, so I liked it because a lot of things in my life has not been easy, and that I've had to work really hard with it, but I feel very accomplished the last couple years on what I've worked towards, and so I feel like I value it a lot more because of the hard work I have put into it. So that is really it. Just a few things, I guess. For me to be successful, especially for online classes, is that I just have to have very easily seen deadlines for assignments. Since I have so much going on, I do usually have like a mental calendar that I have physically written down, or I can physically see, and then I have a mental calendar for that week of all my assignments and things I have to do for the week as well. So I try and have it so the more simplistic it is, the better I am with deadlines and everything like that. So like if a deadline is set every Wednesday at 7:30 or every Friday at 7:30 or Sunday, however it works, that works best for me because I know automatically, like for my one class, I have assignments due on Wednesdays and Sundays. Those are the 2 days, and it's 7 o'clock and 8:30. So if I can have that set deadline on a certain day, it works a lot better for me because I have that mental note of a mental calendar for me for the week. But just trying to maintain everything is always a challenge. So sometimes I do get behind, but I do try and make sure I'm ahead on my classes as well. If you have any questions, please let me know. I do check my school email a lot more than my my personal email, just because I do know I have classes, and that is a first point of contact for professors. So if you do have anything, usually I will actually reply on my school. I do have my school email set up on my phone, and I do get notifications, so that's why I get those emails first, then versus my personal. My personal, it just gets kind of lost sometimes. So if you have anything else, please let me know. If not, you have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to this class. Thanks. Bye.